Hey, this is Dr. B, and it's Chemistry 1100C here at Rasmussen College, and it's now week 4. What you see in front of you is the home page for week 4, and I'm going to go through this from the point of view of a student, and if you follow along, it should give you a good idea of what to do for the week, what you need to know, and where you can go to for assistance. So we're on the home page. This is a professor's home page. It's a little bit different, but there it is. And I would read this for starters. These are the announcements that show the plan for each week, and it's clickable. But there's a couple changes for this week. Number one, there is a mandatory session at 7 p.m. tonight. That's Monday, and that's worth 15 points, and there'll be a passphrase given there. However, in this pre-recording, I'm not going to be giving the passphrase because I'm getting very low attendance for the actual session. We do only meet once a week. I don't think that's too much to expect, so please attend the live session. Having said that, if you do have some sort of extreme circumstance, contact me and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so I also noticed that it says there's no help session Wednesday. Last Wednesday we had a help session and we did the week before. We've had relatively low attendance. I think what we'll do instead is have people post any questions they have to the attendance board. So try to do that a little bit more than you've done in past weeks. You could say, I'm having trouble on the second lab, the question number 3. Does anybody want to offer some assistance? That sort of thing. I'll be posting videos that can help with that. So let's crowdsource our problems and see how that works out for this week. Okay, so we're on week 4. It says to click on week 4, so I'm going to do that. I don't like the way that's small, so I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to see that I can make it full page, so I'll make it full page. And now we have an embedded slideshow that's right here. And here's the plan for the week. These are suggested, as they have been for the previous 3 weeks, these are suggested pacing that you can follow. So it's suggested that for the first days you try to cover all the foundational material. It's a lot, but there are efficient ways that you can do it that I'll go over. On the third day, that's Wednesday, do the first lab. On the fourth day, on Thursday, do the second lab. Friday, do the assignment. Saturday, take the quiz. And if you do that, you'll be a day ahead of schedule. You won't have anything to do on Sunday. I hope that plan is working out for you guys. I switched the order of the reading and the videos for this week because after taking a look at the reading, there's a lot there and you can get really bogged down. If you want, and I would suggest this, try watching the videos instead first. They're well under an hour. They're what I hope is efficient learning that covers all the material. Pay attention to those, then try the reading afterwards. And as you're doing the reading, you might find yourself saying, yep, I got that. There are some extended videos that you can watch during these things. Try watching them. If you're finding that it is a repetition, then do what you need to, perhaps move on. Now, I'm not saying you can't do everything. Go ahead and watch all the videos if you want, but one way or another, get through all the videos, do the reading to the extent you need to master this topic, attend the live classroom at 7 p.m., and then go ahead and start doing the things that are worth real points. So I'll show you the video list here. This is the YouTube playlist. You can watch these in order. Once you start with the first one, of course, they'll all autoplay here. And once you get through the last one there, that would represent that you've covered all the foundational material. After that, there's the reading. Now this is login based, so I've already logged in, but you'd probably have to log in to get this. And here's a look at the lesson itself. So this is what constitutes the textbook, if you will, the reading for the material. Here's the topics, here's the videos, here's some subdividing that gets opened up for each one. And if you want to really master this material, do all of it. It is time consuming. Some of these videos, like if I click on this one, you'll find that this particular Khan Academy video, which I think is in the process of loading, Once it loads, it will show up over here. These are typically 10 to 15 minutes in length, so watch these to the extent that you need to. This one doesn't seem to be loading, so I'm just going to X out of it. But there's your videos. Here's your reading, another video, expanded sections, and cover all these materials. And I'm just going to buzz through this, but there's quite a bit of material for this week. And in the first 2 days, get your core material down. Okay, let's assume that you've done all that. And there it is. Now it's time to move on from that. So at that point, I would attend the live classroom. This is simply, if you look down right there, that was the WebEx link. They're all the same, actually. So at 7 p.m., go online. You'll need this to get your 15 points for the passphrase. I'm not giving it out this week. I want you to attend it live. And once this is done, I'll make a link for this pre-recorded video. Now you have all the core material. You've taken your 2 days. Now it's time for the first lab, which is a dilution lab. And if you click here, you will get what we call the template. This is a PowerPoint which is designed to make submitting this as user-friendly as possible. The lab itself is there, and you can click on that if you want to. You can also click on down here. Just go down to the lab, right, and go ahead and do it. And there it is. And if this goes well for you, you'll end up with your 14 screenshots, very small, but throw them all on one page. This is much easier for me, and I think much easier for you. I can expand each one, make sure that I see this little green correct screen. If you do that, you're done with the first lab. It's then time for the second lab, which is similar. And once again, you can go ahead and you can find them from here. Just go down to the fourth module and click on that and go ahead and find the lab. Click on that way. But once you've finished this lab, you've included your screencast. Well, you've done all the completed labs. It's now time for the assignment. And you could take a look at the assignment, and I welcome you to do these any way you can. I had a student recently said that they had technical issues, so they just printed everything out and wrote all their answers by hand. But these things are designed that you can go ahead and enter your answers. See that? Right in there, so that it's right there. You open it up, you type it in, you submit it, and you're done. But here's are the you know what? I thought for a second I had all the answers built in, but this is just a little setup here. And go ahead and fill these out. This one happens to be 3 pages long. Once that is complete, you've completed the labs, you've completed the assignments. The only thing that's left is the quiz. And for that, we have a quiz review. Click on this here and walk your way through these topics here. Okay, click through this here, and if you understand the answers to each of these questions and mastered this material, I think you're ready to go ahead and take the quiz. So that's the process, a bunch of links. And then you go ahead and take the quiz, get 100% on that, of course, right? And then you have completed the entire week 4 and all of the assignments. I encourage you to contact me whenever you have issues. Remember that for this week, we are trying to make heavier use of the discussion board, so help each other out. If you're having trouble with a problem, if you're having trouble submitting, if you have technical issues, whatever they may be, post them to the discussion board. I do check them daily. I do try to give extensive assistance to any problems you might be having, so don't get stuck. Don't get to the point where, oh, I've been working on this problem for 3 hours. No, no, no. Keep rolling, right? If I'm going to post that to the discussion board, and I'm going to go on to the next problem. Now, I do want to point out that this system that we're using does not have me actually doing the teaching, but what I've found that when I do that, all I'm doing is repeating these videos. So do be aware that these videos here, and I'll click on them one more time, This playlist here represents all of the core learning for this material, and there it is. So take the time you need to learn these things, work your way through each unit, and contact me if you have any questions. This is Unit 4.